Weddings are a time of happiness when two lovers come together as one to live happily ever after. I guess most times it can go unnoticed when it is done just by friends or loved ones, but it certainly never goes unnoticed when it is done by a celebrity, worst especially a Christian. Hello survivors, welcome back to Christian Living Room. I am Katie White, your host, and today we'll be doing another reaction video. But this time, I'll be giving my very honest reactions to Moses Bliss's wedding. Being a celebrity is tough because everyone feels they are entitled to your life just because you show bits and pieces of it on the internet. And I think when you are a Christian, it's even worse because Christians are expected to work, talk, dress, and act a certain way. Like, we've got to be representing Christ always, and sometimes this can be a lot of pressure. But to all the lights and glamour you see on the internet, people are really just living their best lives off the gram, and Moses Bliss is one. Just before we get back into the video, I want to present to you the sponsor of this video, Confessions. Confessions is a collection of 10 poems about grief, anxiety, depression, and God. And it's written by yours truly, yes, me. Yeah, I'm sponsoring my own video. So go ahead and support the channel by getting a free copy via the link in the description box below. Now, let's get back to the video. So let's begin with the engagement because that's where everything starts from. I do not follow Moses Bliss on social media, but I love some of his songs. I remember a friend of mine had posted a link to this engagement video on her WhatsApp status, and I was intrigued, so I took a look at it and I was mesmerized, to say the least. It was so beautiful and romantic. And there was Marie in this beautiful British white dress. Like, that was the first time I was seeing her or even hearing about her. One thing I loved about this proposal was the fact that she looked so decent and modest. Like, she looked so simple. There wasn't all of this drama like what we usually see in engagements. You see the girl shouting and running, and there was none of that. It was just really cute, and the song was amazing. I really loved that, and obviously I thought that everyone is going to love it the way I loved it until I entered TikTok. Like, bloggers and TikTokers were not taking it the same way I did. First, I'm going to begin with the men.
See, there's problem, a very big one.
Of course, they appreciated it, appreciated the fact that the girl had no makeup on.
She is too decent. Also, she is a citizen of the United Kingdom from a rich and reputable family. That's why she is better than any other girl out there who is slaying for men, and that real men like Moses Bliss will never look their way, but rather will settle for a girl with pedigree, no makeup, no unnecessary show off.
All of those are really good points, but they seemingly made it like the girls who wear those things, like wear makeup, wear wigs, are not real girls. That was one of the issues I had. Like, they kept comparing Marie to other girls, and that was not fun at all. And then their women, the ladies began comparing themselves to this girl because Moses apparently said they met over a video she did, a dance video she did, and posted on Instagram and tagged him. And I now saw TikTok girls doing the same dance. There was even this particular video I saw was so insane. This girl looked for the exact pullover, like the exact sweater Marie was wearing, exact color, and exact color of trousers. Jesus, na papa overdue. That's insane. And she danced, and she posted it on her TikTok and was like, where is her own Moses Bliss? I was like, People will go that far. It's crazy. And the next was the wedding. I'm going to group all of the weddings together, like traditional, court. No, I think they did court first, then traditional, and then the white wedding. So the court pictures, wedding pictures came out, and they were beautiful. She was still dressed in a British attire. She had a natural hair on, and I think for the court wedding, people didn't really talk that much because, well, it's court wedding, who really cares? Traditional wedding came. And it was held in Ghana. And I remember seeing a TikTok video where a girl was like insulting the gele, the head tie. Someone was like, so in 2024, you see tie this kind of gele, you allow. And this girl was so cute. Now, let me start again with the age stuff. Let me go, with the genders. Let me go with the male first. The males. Oh, look at this girl. She's a barrister, is a lawyer in the UK, and she has her money, but she decided to do things simple. Not these ones that you don't even work, but you want a week of 100K. You want a wedding, a fancy kind of wedding. First of all, when you guys say fancy kind of wedding, what do you mean? Because if you actually checked this wedding, it was kind of fancy. Do you know the preparations? You check the decor. Do you think that decor comes cheap? And I've noticed that decors that are quite simple, classy, decent are much more expensive. If you doubt, go and check. But most times those decors are much more expensive. And I think she wore like 3 different attires that day. Do you think that all of those attires came cheap? And I remember seeing a meme where someone said, oh, Moses Bliss met his fiance 1 year later. He's already married because the girl did not ask for. When they started dating, her gas did not get finished. Her birthday was not the next day. her house rent was not expired. And in as much as I always tell ladies who are close to me this, I will never ask any lady to go asking or all of those. It makes you look desperate. Like, you can't just be with a guy and suddenly your birthday is the next day, you're suddenly sick, you have to go to the hospital. All of that really does not make sense, because you just drive the guy away, and the guy is not your ATM, he's not your father. He's your boyfriend at that level. So you guys are not even yet fiancé. So I'll never encourage that. But then some of you speak like you were the deputy chief in their relationship. Like you were the one literally, how will I put it? You were the one that was literally handling their relationship. And it's wild. It's really wild. And I'm going to focus on the Christians, because I see a lot of them comparing themselves with this lady. And I think on her wedding day, she said something very important. She said, I think it was something about destination and a car, if I got it right. It was something that's into destination and a car, and she was like, we all could be in the same car but not going to the same destination. You just need to trust the driver on the driver's seat. So God is that driver, and wherever he's heading you to is probably not the same destination. So like, you can dance on that tomorrow. and tack. People started tacking from airwards, tack, and nothing will show forth. And then secondly, it's her wedding. Like, it's her wedding. Let her celebrate it the way she wants to celebrate. She doesn't want to do makeup, or she even did makeup, or just very light makeup. Obviously she did makeup. So all of those saying that her wedding day she's not even do makeup. She did makeup, light makeup, and it's her choice. She decided not to plait her hair. It's her choice. I could decide not to plait my hair as well as my wedding. It's my choice. And I'm sure you have friends and loved ones who did that on their wedding days, and you never spoke about it. But just because it's a celebrity on the spotlight, you're here talking about it. It's her choice. I, for one, I'm going to put my wig. I'm going to do my makeup. Probably I'm going to do my nails, obviously. She chose not to do her nails. She chose a gown that fits her. Some of you, like, you went to the extent of insulting her wedding gown. Like,
Maria, who will be the person who dress you during your wedding? Be clear so you don't allow anybody to dress you. Now you just dress yourself. Now you give yourself a hairstyle for your traditional marriage. Now you do makeup for yourself. All the money where your husband gets, you don't allow anything.
Is it a crime to date Moses Bliss? Is it a crime to marry Moses Bliss? Like, you guys should rest, please. Just rest, okay? She wedded the way she wanted to be wedded. She did what she wanted to do. It's probably not what you would do, but it's what she loves, and she did. When Vicky James was getting married, Vicky James did, I'm going to compare the two weddings because Vicky James' wedding was not so far away from Moses Bliss' wedding, but Vicky James' wedding, this girl dressed up like she killed us with outfits back to back, makeup, hair, and all of that. Spends a lot of money, and you guys spoke for days. And now this one I've done a simple low wedding. You are still talking. Finally, what do you people want these Christians to do? Okay, now will you say that Marie is better than Vicky James because Marie decided to be no makeup or makeup free, and Vicky James decided to do the makeup and all the glam? No, that's where I want to draw the line. There's this I think there was this guy Mike on TikTok. He spoke about this, and I was like,
So because a celebrity decides to marry and this is who he chooses to marry, that automatically becomes a standard for every other person. You see, we live in a very pretentious and hypocritical society. A society where people set standards for others that they themselves cannot meet, simply because rich and famous people are involved. As Christians especially, our standards for decency is moderation. The Bible told us that we should do everything in moderation. This simply can translate to don't overdo things. Don't expose your body. Don't try to live above your means to impress people who really don't even care. Whether you carry natural hair or not, whether you wear flowing gown or not, the major issue is, are you modest? Is what you are wearing decent? Is your body covered? Are you living within your means? Are you moderate in your appearance? These are the standards that have been set for us even by the Bible.
Marie has suddenly become a standard for all Christian ladies. This is how Christian ladies are supposed to dress. This is how modest. You have to be covered from head to toe. As Christians, we all know we have to be modest. We have to be decent in our outfits, in the way we handle ourselves. It's clear, but the decency now applies to you. If you want to be wearing gowns that cover right up to your wrists, to your toes, fine. If you want to wear trousers that are not so fitting, or you something that cover up yourself, that's the essence. Cover up yourself, but do it how you please. Do it how you please. Marie is not a standard for you women. Men, stop comparing us to Marie. And all of those men saying that she's keeping her natural hair. Do you guys know how freaking expensive it is to maintain natural hair? It's so difficult. Like, the products used for natural hair is crazy expensive. And for this girl to be able to keep her natural hair to that level, and she certainly has the money. Trust me, she certainly has the money. So some of us go for wigs just because we cannot afford to keep our natural hair. And that's okay. That's fine. God is the one who gave people the inspiration to come up with wigs. The only thing is, everything obviously has the good and the bad side. The bad side is you do not have to be addicted to these wigs and makeup to the point where you feel like without them you have no self-esteem, you have no value. You've got value, and your value comes from God because you were made in His image. So no wig, no makeup, no nails gives you your value. Your value is you. And those saying, oh, look at her natural black skin, if that girl was fair, people would have still said something else. So just be you. Just be you. And remember that this life is yours. not another one's life. Your destiny is yours and you have a different path. So guys, these people are married. They have gone for their honeymoon. Can you all rest? Their marriage has passed. He spoke. Some of you went and dug her pictures when she was doing makeup. Like, oh, what is the essence? Let this young girl enjoy her marriage. I don't know, but God bless their marriage. I love that for them. And I love, the main thing I love about this whole marriage stuff was how the kingdom was represented in good way. It's like the kingdom was shown, godly standards were shown, and it was shown that it is possible to attain godly standards, especially in a world where everyone is compromising, but it's possible to attain it. So that was my 2 cents on the Moses Bliss wedding. I hope that you equally drew some lessons from all of these wedding arrangements, and finally that is done. We can now rest. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please do so. I'm going to be posting a lot more reaction videos on stuff like this, or things that concern Christianity. And of course, you know, here on Christian Living Room, we deal with trauma and every other thing, and we'll keep doing that. So until next Thursday, 7 p.m., I remain Kids White, your host. Thank you for watching. Bye.